It's not about compliance. It's about understanding, because I feel if you understand, you'll comply. But if you don't understand, you're not going to comply with shit. And and that's another survival mechanism, because that's how I think. If I don't understand, I'm going to keep asking you questions until I understand. I don't just do things because people tell me to do it. I'm grown, and I'm grown. You're not going to just tell me to do shit and I'm just going to do it like I'm a robot. We're not playing those games. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. It doesn't matter. So, but I'm learning because of yesterday that that's a survival mechanism. And not that I need to just drop it, because it's not a bad survival mechanism. It's just not in its proper place, functioning at the capacity that it should be. Does that make sense? All these survival mechanisms, like over attunement, there's a difference between attunement of others and over attunement. I had to get over the over attunement to others. But being attuned to what's going on in your surroundings, that's a superpower. That's not a flaw. But when it's out of place and not functioning properly, and it's functioning with a bunch of grief underneath it, it comes out horribly, and it disrupts relationships. Does that make sense? So, like I said, I wasn't sitting since 8 o'clock until 1 o'clock talking about, oh, he was wrong. I wanted to know what was going on with me. Like, why like I always tell you, you got to bring it inward. Even if the person was completely wrong, you have to bring it inward, which he wasn't. But it was really just bad communication. It was bad communication. It was bad listening skills on both ends, and it was needed. Like I told you yesterday, when I didn't post it, so I have it in the canon. I recorded yesterday. I don't argue for no reason. I argue because there's a reason to argue. I don't argue just because I'm angry. No, I might not be at my best if I am angry and we get into a disagreement or back and forth. But I don't. I every time I argue, it has to unlock another level for me, or it has to make me understand myself better, know what needs to be healed and cleared, and move higher. And I want it to happen for the person that I happen to be in a debate or an argument with, but that's not my place. That's another thing. I learned today, them understanding it's not my job. It is not my job to make, and the funny thing is I made this video. It's not my job to convince you to understand what I'm saying. And I lost sight of that yesterday because I was angry. And I haven't been angry like that in a very long time, and I think I was out of practice, with arguing, because I don't argue with people. It's like I don't. Once the minute I start seeing that it's turned into an argument, I try my best to shut it down, and yesterday for some reason it wouldn't shut down. And I worried. I didn't like how we were talking to each other. I didn't like because no one was trying to understand the other person, me included. No one was trying to understand the other person. We were all seeing someone else instead of seeing us. Like, he was seeing family members and friends that hurt his feelings. I was seeing my ex-husband and my parents and other people who hurt my feelings. We weren't looking at each other. We were looking at our wounds. Our wounds were talking to each other. That's what was happening. We weren't talking to each other. Our wounds were talking to each other. And that's why I'm like, I need to find those wounds, find it, heal it, and get rid of it. So that's the road that I'm on right now.